What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's look up some of these draft prospects that the Bucs drafted, and we're going to look at today, third round pick, Rachaad White of Arizona State, running back, 6 foot 214 here, big hands, and he knows how to use them. He can catch really, really well. But let's look at him. First things first, he's a running back. So how does he do running the ball, Plus?
He's, a patient runner. He sets up his blocks very well and very quick, with his feet. So as you see, they're just little quick movements to get it into open space. And obviously he's got the speed to take it the distance. So here, just that little move right there to juke out number 36 coming in makes it look like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll cut this back into the middle. But he's patient enough to get by that offensive lineman that fell down and make it, all the way through the hole, and then sets up a touchdown.
And he's not extremely explosive, but he's almost decisive with his movements once he decides where he's going to go. And then ran a 4.48, so he has enough deep speed to get where he needs to be. And his vision is the best part. Like, look at this congestion. Where the hell is he going to go? He just puts his foot in the ground and cuts it up back across the green, and then finds a big old hole and ends up getting in the end zone. What'd you like with that one?
But like you said, it just being decisive, but knowing where to go with the ball and, which lane to pick, again, sets this up pretty nicely as it's designed to go to the right. But he sees, okay, there's a lot of people over here. They overcommit a little bit. He's going to just be patient enough. That one movement right there to cut it all the way back to the left sets up everything.
And it's like just slowly bouncing around, finding my hole, knowing he has blockers coming over to chip. You see 77 and 87 coming across your screen. And he's like, okay, well, if these guys are coming down, they're overcommitting to that side, something's going to be open. And just finding it, feeling the hole, hitting the hole, and getting another touchdown. And he found the end zone a lot in college. Again, does he have enough power to kind of get it in on the goal line? Yes, he does. But again, it's more slippery. He's not necessarily powerful. He doesn't really like to lower his head much. He just lanes and finds gaps where people aren't really clogging holes. What do you think?
Right. Yeah. Enough power here where he's just continuing to, turn his legs and get enough into the end zone. So does a great job there. And, his outside zone runs, I mean, that's really going to be his strength. As you see here, just that little, being patient enough where he sucks in the linebackers just enough and then be able to, bounce it outside very quickly. So his footwork and his lateral movements are just very quick. And that's what makes him separate from others.
Just very, very patient. And again, smooth. Something you're going to hear a lot from him. Once he hits this outside, it doesn't really look like he's picking up a second gear. He's just going. And he's picking up yards pretty quickly. And yeah, I think he's a different guy with the ball in his hands as opposed to being timed, because he did look pretty fast here on tape. And then he times a 4.48. I mean, look at him get all the way to the outside, cut it back in. And again, he finds ways to get slippery and find holes in the defense. What do you like with this one?
Right. And we'll go over this as the tape continues, but stuff like this, he probably won't be able to do all the time in the NFL level because they're so fast and quick, but his ability to, find lanes and find where he needs to go with the ball, very impressive. Again, just following his blockers, not trying to go over commit to one way or the other. He's just letting the play develop, and then he's taking what he can get from it.
Yeah, picking up what you can, staying in bounds, getting those added little effort yards. And the cutback lanes, that's the big part that I like. His vision that you need to have. And now we drafted some run blockers. Hopefully he can get some more opportunity now. Like the one cut and go, he's got some speed to burst. And then just these little subtle moves. Like, look at this. Like knowing, let me put my foot in the ground and slide underneath. Like little arm tackles aren't really working with him. And that's a good thing. What do you think with that one?
Yeah, like you said, the vision is on display. The one cut and, cut it back ability, really good job knowing, okay, they're over committing to the outside. They don't want me to get to that lane. He's going to cut it back in where there's a hole, and just does enough to make this a bigger play than it was designed for.
Yeah, and we get going outside again. Little stumble here. Like I was saying, he's not really going to run someone over. You see him here. He's going to get to the outside, little stumble. If you're not going to pick up much, try and get as much as you can by going through the guy. Don't just kind of submit. This is one area I kind of thought he didn't really bulldoze through. He's trying to just almost spin inside. I didn't like that. What'd you see?
Yeah, here, and this is what I saw on tape. I wish I could have, shown more, but his ability to, kind of force that outside run maybe a little bit too often. Here you like to see him just get that ball and cut it back right there instead of, continuing to go outside. But again, these are little things that can be coachable. And like you said, maybe drive a little bit more with power instead of just, stopping as the defender comes to you.
Yeah, because you can already see he's already trying to spin inside instead of just let me get upfield. So, like you just said, coachable points. But the big thing is, how are his hands? And yeah, I think Tom Brady is really smiling right now.
Absolutely. This is the best part of his game. He's a space player. Get the ball out to him where he can be in the open field and really make things happen. But he's just a natural hands catcher. And he's probably going to be utilized in the right way from that aspect where he can, just go out for passes, catch his little dump offs, just staying here in the flat. Again, nice hands catch there, make a guy miss, turn up field, and get extra yards. That's going to be very critical, especially for Tom Brady because, facing blitzes, he can be an excellent weapon out of the backfield.
Absolutely. And then getting his head down and dirty, trying to pick up extra yards there. But some people are acting like, what the hell is a hands catch? If you know who Ronald Jones is and you're a Buck fan, you know exactly what that is. That was an unnatural catcher. Guys like letting it come to his body. Just, it looks like it hurts them to catch the ball. Total opposite with Rachaad White. Natural, he's letting it come to him. He plucks it with his hands, and then he gets upfield. There's no doubt he's catching the ball. It's like no inconsistency with it. Right here, pluck it and get upfield. Good things all around with him. If you didn't see him, here he is, obviously the running back. But good things to see from your running back, especially in a 3-down situation. You don't want him just to be a guy this guy's going to be a run because he can't catch. He can do it all.
His potential is to be a 3-down back in this league, and I think that's what you're going to see from him. And if he gets more NFL coaching, again, you see some of the route running ability here. Again, the play's not designed to go to him, but him on linebackers or safeties is obviously a mismatch, and his quickness, being able to shake a guy and be open in space, that's going to be something to definitely utilize.
I mean, someone you saw as of late, LaShawn McCoy would do stuff like this, little shimmy shakes, and then look at that separation. Again, Tom Brady's going to really like that. I mean, if he can get the opportunity to get on the field and make someone miss like that, good things will happen. But to get on the field, this is the biggest thing in the, BA system, Leftwich system, blocking. You got to be able to block for your quarterback, keep him upright, or you're going to get a bad look. Sometimes the doghouse, but what do you see with this?
Right, and this is one of the aspects that, again, it's very coachable. It's something that he's going to have to work on with technique, but you see right here the effort is definitely there. He's willing to get physical. He's willing to put in the blocking effort to at least stop the guy from getting through. So, again, coachable, but Rachaad White, I mean, you got to like it from a Bucs standpoint, and I think he's going to provide a lot to this offense. So, guys, with that said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe if you haven't, check out our channel, comment down below what you think of Rachaad White. And with that said, until the next one.